Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
I mean, he's dangerous, he's mobile, he is terrifying, but he's not exactly a battery with his man
down here, but this is a huge amount of resources for both the Kunkka and the Timbersod, depending on who actually ends up taking it. But PP with Michael, oh no.
He's got to use the
super
boat.
Dead. Needs to run not into any other heroes though, and okay. He avoids A, which was super important there, but Genic was so low during that entire time, and that's first blood. Really slow laning stage, but still, Alone's going to be super happy to take
repeatedly, and everybody gets out of there. Bit of a strange one for Infamous being that deep, basically around the tier 2 towers. Mariano is able to find a kill up top onto Michael, 1v1 situation against the Weaver, and Michael was not able to maintain his distance. Really a coordinated effort to push this lane out just yet.
Yep, I think it's more so just trying to shut each other out in terms of the offlaners here. Oscar's got a very fast blink timing right now if he keeps on this current trajectory. At the same time, well, you're only level 5 on Michael in the top lane. It might be too much of an ask here, especially with 25 seconds on that Rolling Thunder. I think it's the only reason Infinity make this move. And Sleep, trying to mess up PP's go, but at the same time, there's a lot of damage, not the most damage, because that Exorcism does do a lot less to those buildings, but at the same time, they're just kind of brute forcing their way into a team fight that Infamous really aren't able to take. It's for Oscar. He'd love that jump, but
okay,
is this enough?
They got the arena, they get the spear stun. Mariano should fall. It's going to take him a little bit of time, but they do get it, so Mariano dies. That kill split between basically everyone who was there, but they find the kill.
Look for the next fight. It's where we haven't seen them really get onto a tower in just a little bit here. There's no real reason for Infamous to look at you anyway right now, unless they want the actual engagement. A, however, has unfortunately been caught in the trees. No TP. Nothing to really do here, except for die.
And it kind of stole that one away from Lumiere. That's a little unfortunate.
Get your Medusa up there. Parker just got his TP in. Well, here we go. Who do they get? Mariano. Oh, it's a
whiff, the arena, but they don't get the spear stun. They're still looking for it, though, but now PP's going to throw the boat in there, and this is going to get a little bit broken once again, but Mariano was not able to make his escape. They've got the Spirit Vessel on him. Genic, though, trying to buy time. Defensive Disruption comes through, but it allows Oscar to set up for that spear stun. They find it. Now they get the Fiend's Grip onto the... Oh, hold up! They got the Fiend's Grip on a Prada, but PP was facing Parker as he tried to TP home, so the Stone Gaze locks him down. I mean, you can't change the direction you're facing once you start the channel, I suppose, but that's just unfortunate. Parker, I'm not
going for the butterfly next. I understand why it's kind of a killer versus the PL, as Lumiere looks like he's also about to finish his heart, but I feel like if he got the Silver Edge, that'd be really just lights out for the Timbersaw at that point, as Oscar has the spear. And do they have the chain stun? Mariano, he's got to look for an exit here. Oh, this is messy.
Yeah, this is very messy. A is going to get just taken down entirely over to the west. They trade him out for Genic at least, and they're going to be able to clean up that Exorcism, so they get that off the map with Prada being taken down. They want even more. Mariano now stuck inside the arena. The spear is going to get dodged, but can he get himself away? Nice Timber Chain, though, pulling himself out, but Michael's right on his ass. Alone is actually the one to finish the kill. He picks up the double, and Infamous will take that fight. Need to be able to get themselves away from this cleanly, I suppose, as God, all of the initiations in this game have been so awkward. Both sides just sort of wander into each other. As PP very nearly gets taken down, he's able to pop the BKB and fall back, but now Lumiere needs a little bit of assistance. He's going to be able to back away as well, but PP wants back in. They get the X, they get the boat, they're going to throw it out there. Oscar's dropped low, Oscar very nearly dead, and they will finish him off now. But once again, the fight's getting split. Lumiere is trying to track down a kill onto A way over to the east here, and I think with the illusions, he might just be able to get it, but he really needs to rejoin with his teammates because Parker is starting to push his way forward, and with that Scotty, he is an issue. He'll take Prada down first. Now the Stone Gaze comes out. Lumiere trying to get himself away, but he's slowed up. Now he's going to get disarmed. Defensive Disruption has to come in from Genic, but Mariano wasn't able to contribute to that fight because he actually got caught by that Stone Gaze, and this is just where it all goes bad for Infinity. They're going to lose Lumiere first. Prada's going to get hit up, taken down. PP will be falling here too. And And, oh, there we go. Prada lasted longer than I thought he
A little bit too much for everybody here, as they are looking for Mariano, and they can kill him. If they find that Silver Edge break, he is just going to go down.
Oh, they put him under with the Nightmare, but the rest of the team's actually pushing after Lumiere. This would be a much larger kill if they can find it, but Genix in there with the defensive disruption. That's going to eat a lot of the Stone Gaze duration as well. They even have the X to try and pull Parker back. They eventually do, but while that was happening, Alone actually kept directly onto Lumiere. He's just in some serious trouble here. The Silver Edge is going to hit him up. He's still getting slowed, still disarmed, tries to get away with the Doppel, but they're just completely on him. They know which one's real. They're going to chase him to the ends of the earth if that's what it takes. They find the kill. Now they're going to drop the arena, trapping the two supports. Genic and Prada dead, and this fight is less of a fight and more of a shooting gallery for Infamous.
Yeah, and now
There is no stopping Infamous. They will just march their way down the middle lane. They'll get onto that high ground, and Infinity's defense will not really be sufficient to hold the line there. So try and keep that PL up. Prada as well, trying to keep himself safe. The spear, though, from the high ground. Long-range shot. And Michael's able to clean up the kill. What's going on here? Parker, really? Okay. He just blinked into his opponent's base with the Stone Gaze. Genic puts him under with the disruption. That doesn't actually stop the Stone Gaze, however, so Parker was still okay for a moment, but now he needs some way out of here. His teammates just can't. They can't get there in time. And Parker, listen, I understand confidence, but that's on a whole different level. That is overconfidence. Textbook case. Lumiere. That's awkward. He pops a little bit early. Infamous have some idea of what's going down here. The Bane is still going to get thrown up in the air by the Yules, but that gets Oscar the time he wants to go in for the arena. He didn't hit the spear onto anything more than an illusion, but they are still turning this fight. They've taken down Prada already. Mariano's not in a great spot health-wise. They're going to hit him up with that Fiend's Grip from the high ground, and Parker just goes to work. Picks up the double kill. Actually, that's not a double kill. That's Genic and Genic's courier. It's Oscar who got the double, but regardless of the kill distribution, Infamous, almost called him by the wrong name, they'll take the team fight win. They will not alone. Does get the Rolling Thunder off, but doesn't have enough damage to finish the kill, so he tries to back away. He's going to get pulled back in, though, by the X into the boat, into the torrent. They find the kill. This is getting very awkward. Infamous are still kind of hanging out around the pit. They would have loved to just sort of wait for Roshan, but the fight is coming their way. Alone is actually going to buy back, and they're going to go right back in. Genic taken down a second time, trying to get through the illusions as well on Lumiere. They are eventually going to be able to do so as Mariano. Clipped by the spear. They hit him with the swarm. They hit him with the vessel. The Yule Scepter is very well played by Mariano to try and get himself away, and it might be enough. Yeah, he's going to be able to make the retreat. Well, maybe Infinity can make something happen here. There's going to be the X into the torrent. Disruption comes in onto him as well, but Oscar makes his move. He's going to jump in, drops the arena, gets the spear stun down. Genic is going to be the first target, and they will bring him down. No buyback available on the Shadow Demon, and now Infamous are going to try to push onto the Tier 3 tower. Still X is coming out. They're going to get the torrent down onto the Weaver. They silence him up. Not able to kill him off in time, though. Even with the silence down, he should still get off that ult while his teammates push their way in. They got A directly in onto Lumiere with that Fiend's Grip. That's enough to take down the Phantom Lancer, who... Actually, he doesn't have buyback, and neither does PP, who goes down a moment later. So, ET, we may be done here. I don't really know if Infinity...
Side here. We should not see them back, though. We should see them, immediately onto the Tier 4s. They, at the very least, would want to trade their Aegis for Glyph, but I feel like we could see Oscar just close this one out.
Prada stunned up, taken down. A gets the kill. Tier 4 towers still under attack. Parker trying to manage a little bit here. Would like to use that Aegis at the right moment, but at this point it doesn't feel like there's a fin. They have a few more buybacks now, but maybe not on everybody that they're going to need.
We'll have to see how they do it. Mariano is insane.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit awkward. There's no buyback on the Timber Saw, and well, now they're going to come right back in and look to push. Ancient exposed, full HP at least, but that's not going to be the case for very long here once Parker gets involved. He'll push his way forward, start getting the damage. Genic's going to hit him up with the disruption, though, trying to buy some time. Now they get the Queen's Grip, though, onto some of these heroes. It was canceled fairly quickly, but that buys Oscar the time to get in. Going to drop the arena. Spear stuns there. Genic goes down first. Prada in some trouble on the backline here as well, but really at this point I'm not sure if there is a backline. Everything is just getting hit, and they will concede. GG called, and Infamous? Well, you said it at the start of this game, ET. They're one of those squads that sort of does this the best. They get completely wiped in their previous series, but they just shrug it off.
Aggressive and punished. A very poor Leshrac, an Alone that is behind the 8-ball is certainly going to feel that much less effective. And you're playing versus the strength character, but look at how many heroes are here. Alone.
Hey. Alone's gonna get stunned. He made it back to his ramp. Will that be enough, though? Cookie Stun comes in. Illuminate flies through. Alone dropped low. Alone taken down. Prada. Some heads-up positioning there from... Suppose that is going to count as a bit of a benefit here, but Lumiere still standing strong. He's going to go for the stun onto Michael. That forces out the Bushwhack and the Spear just to keep him at arm's length. And, well, on the other side of the map, PP gets taken down. Alone finally does it. He came close the first time. Look at the tips. He's still a bit of a greedy boy at heart. He wants the farm.
Yeah, unfortunately, PP was able to get his level 6 in the small camp, so not like he's going to be underneath too much threat, but 6 minutes. Let's see what happens. 5 heroes in the river. And bottom, regen for PP, and a kill onto Michael, it looks like. He needs to work for it a little bit more, but this should be his.
Able to pull him in. Alone, though, does make it a trade.
Oh, no. They would also take him as well, but... Okay. Awkward.
The kisses will go through, but the spear still comes out. The arena's going to be there, but the nightmare is still going. Alone could not get woken up there. He is still going to try and make this happen, but look at that cookie play. It gets Lumiere out of the fight, so they'll turn their attention onto the Snapfire, punishing Mariano for that defensive play, but... If you're in...
Prada has his level 6. He's able to get that Fiend's Grip out. Even though they do have the Mortimer Kisses, it's really just an issue with their draft. Not that much setup, even though the Nightmare... He needs someone else, though. That's where Pipa coming in here could be brutal on Oscar. And, yep.
They bring Lumiere, they bring PP, they bring Mariano, they throw everything they've got into it, and is going to net.
Jinrune? Nice.
Let's top himself off if they find an opportunity, but there's a bit of a wraparound here from Infinity. It's just a 2-man rotation. PP and Prada looking to get over here, and... Oh! There's the hookshot. They connect onto Genic. They're going to try to keep him locked in place. A actually gets pushed out of his own cogs, and... Well, Infamous forgot about the part where they bring other heroes to the fight. That really was just A here, and right on cue. They're going to try and jump in onto Prada. Alone is coming in with the damage. Needs to hit the stun. Will do so, and got themselves a pretty quick kill, but there's going to be the response Lumiere wants in, but the arena's dropped. The Spear Stun comes in. Mariano, though, is throwing out those kisses, so... Alone does still die. PP actually able to get a quick second kill onto Michael. And I don't know if Infamous want to be here anymore, but they don't have much of a choice. A is going to go down first. Oscar is not getting out of here. The DOT will finish him off no matter what. As Genic gets that kill, and all of a sudden, Parker's the lone survivor, and go after me. They have to kill me quickly. If my team can then win a fight afterwards, then it's all good. And they're looking for another fight. They do get in onto A here. I'm not sure if they realized Parker was nearby. They should see him now, but... Well, they're going after other kills instead. PP zipped all the way down to the bottom lane, but with so many heroes here, this is going to get a little bit complicated.
Ooh.
It's Prada, that was a weird interaction. Prada's actually not dead yet. There we go. Oscar's able to finish it off, and now Mariano comes in, gets a scatter blast, gets the cookie. PP zips back in for the damage, and they have found themselves another kill, and they're going to look for even more. A's bought back, trying to regroup with his team, but I don't really know how much longer this fight's going to last. Lumiere's in here, but he has the BKB. He's going to try to TP out, but A with the buyback hits him with the hook, cancels that TP, and Parker's going to be able to find the kill.
Where the clock was a little bit there, thought that the BKB TP would simply be enough, and you got to be a little bit careful here with the Storm, and Parker, he's channeling the strength because he knows could very easily die to the Scatterblast, and does it get gripped? No, it's not available, so can he walk away? The Storm, I keep on looking at PP. He's looking for the outpost TP. He'd love to find Parker here.
Zips in. Parker got off the strength shift again, so he's not going to be taken down easily. At this point, he may not be taken down at all. Alone's going to join the fight, throws down the stun, but that's a lot of heroes coming in onto Alone. They're all pretty low health, though, so they have to be careful themselves with their positioning. But now PP zips back in, gets the kill. Edict won't finish him off, but Oscar gets the arena into the spear stun. This fight refusing to end, as Genic's going to get caught out here as well. The Bushwhack locks him down. Oscar picks up the... He lives. It does sort of suck that his teammate had to go down for him. And now Lumiere, what are you doing? Sort of wanders in. He pops the BKB, so he will try to fight. He'll get the kill onto Michael, but if he goes down in exchange, that's not worthwhile. Prada. Oh, boy. Losing cohesion here. He got the Fiend's Grip for about a half a second before he realized I have 0 backup. But by that point, it's too late. Now you've just used your ult and been taken down as well. Mariano now gets pinned to the racks. ET, what am I watching? What's happening?
It's just no respect for Parker. I don't know. They're so desperate for trying to kill this Morphling.
Second or third lane of racks taken, so the room for error just dramatically decreased, and we have got to get some perfect execution here.
And look at the jump in the mid lane. Good ward.
That's not perfect execution. That's Mariano getting in trouble. He's able to pop the BKB, though, so they'll turn around. But Oscar, look at this arena. He's caught out 3. They're just going to jump straight in. They take down Prada first. They're in on Genic as well. Both the supports are dead. They're going to look for even more. Mariano tried to channel out those kisses, but Mariano's not the target. They want Lumiere, and they've got him. He's just not tanky in the slightest. It just didn't matter. Oscar, meanwhile, just running circles around Mariano inside of the base while Parker tracks down another kill. PP will fall. The tier 2 tower is exposed. And Oscar finishes off the full 5-man wipe by just going all the way in onto that Snapfire. So the fight gets spread out and the fight's over. The game is over. Infinity have had enough. They call it there.
Yeah, it really kind of an anticlimactic end, but it was too clean and Infamous. Do not 2-0 Infamous, or at least don't be the team that falls.
Right.